What's up, everybody? It's Josh with the Soss here with the first supper. Today we got
guys. What's
Who's trying to copy my best moves? Lucky karma said my worst ones are where you get to. Exercising daily, but I can't sweat you. I watch for the threats as I watch for the net too. Sweat. Hate me cause they worry that the kid too rich. Love when I drip harder than 2 fits.
the deal?
how you been?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
Yeah, despite, what the year is now, life's a marathon. Shout out to
Right.
MC. Life is a marathon, so we just keep going.
Right. Never stop. So we go way back, like decades.
10, at least 10 years.
Yeah. And I've known him for years. And we just always, had each other on social media, and then I peeped that he was actually doing his thing.
Trying to.
Yeah.
I know you kind of seen the evolution of, who I was as a kid, and then now who I'm growing up to be as a man.
Yeah.
You know.
But he's always been a character.
To say the least. To say the
He's
least.
always been a character, so I had a feeling he was doing something out there.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Have you ever had crab legs before?
No, not officially. Give me like a real quick tutorial. How would I implement this weapon against this food? What's the deal?
Okay, so
This really is the whole crab over here.
yeah. So usually this part is like for this part.
Okay, it's like the biggest.
Yeah. And then
Part
you just
leg.
crack them by the joint. Oh, there's a good piece. There you go,
Okay.
sir. You can eat that part.
Eat that, and
Yeah.
then is there something in here still too?
Yeah.
Or, okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, that smell fire even before.
Mhm.
I like that. Yup. Ooh.
Okay. And there. It's good.
Ooh. Hold on. We're talking. We're talking here. Wow. Like I like to truly enjoy food. Like truly.
Well, I've treated you besides this whole pandemic.
It's going alright, I live out in LA now.
Okay.
And the whole purpose of going out there is because I feel like I finished. I just put all this stuff back in there.
Oh, right here.
That's all,
I
yeah.
thought that's the way.
I feel like I finished my stint in San Diego.
Okay.
I went out to college out there. I built a good portion of my brand there too. And then I was like, all right, I need to transition this energy into LA. That's gonna be the next big move and step.
That's
We are.
good. Congratulations on your big
Thank
move
you.
then.
Thank you, but we always remember where we from. We from the field.
Right.
We from the field, like no cap. So it's I appreciate the journey and the process.
Right.
I used to sell stuff at church.
I know, I see that. Like little knickknacks.
Yeah, the school.
Yeah.
The school used to really I really used to be like a salesman for the school. And then I got to a certain point, why am I making all this money for people who don't care about me?
Right.
Like they don't care about me at all. So I'm like, I need to learn some of this stuff for myself and figure out how to get into business for myself. So
He's always been a little hustler.
got to.
Mm-hmm.
Got to. Ain't no one got your back in this world. You realize that now?
Exactly.
Come
It was
on,
funny too because at church we have like a little snack bar after church. I know we wouldn't end the prayer yet when church was
Yo.
there. I seen him running across the hallway.
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
He got the first cupcake and
Hey
everything.
man. Hey man. In a very disciplined household. Alright? I know the joy and the pleasures I felt getting some cookies. You feel me, on a Sunday after the word.
Mm-hmm.
Out in the car with the homies here in Bakersfield, it used to be a thing. If you were gonna get in my car or freestyle, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we
Yeah.
were riding, even if we weren't great at the time, we just 3-minute ride. Oh yeah, we gonna find some instrumentals on
Right.
YouTube, and we gonna get to it. And then it got to a certain point where the homies were like, "Yo, bro, like it's
You
kind
actually
of nice.
did.
Like it's kind of nice." But at that point, it's just kind of nice. Anybody else could mess around in the car. It was like, all right, if we want to do this, we got to do it right. It's like I had to really just get older, find out more as to who I was, and that was what helped me get to where we are now. Because like we were talking about, the music that I make is about life.
Right. His music's actually really good. I'm gonna put the link below. Yes.
It's
And
about
he's
life.
telling stories, like actual things that is history,
Trials and tribulations in my life, things that I've seen in other people's life in general,
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider myself any preacher, but I feel like I've learned some lessons in life, and it's just like in general, but then with the music these days, nobody's teaching anything. Not saying that that's overall the premise of music, but if you study hip hop, you know, it was people teaching you about their lives, even if they were talking about the dope game, the drug game. Like some people, that's what they had to do to survive. You know what I mean? So it was, music has always been people pouring their pain out. So that's what some people don't realize. Like every artist has something in there, you know, somewhere in there where, you know, he's been hurt, and you know, it's them taking that and then manifesting it in the form of music. Music is pain, music is life.
Yeah, it's a testimony.
You know, precisely. So
that's good.
yeah, that's what this whole journey has been, and I've enjoyed it. I love the process of it. Like I really do. From building a media business, or having started with those comedy videos, and then realizing getting good at those is what brought me into, oh, okay, you're like a media dude too. You could like work in this field. You know, I was like, oh yeah.
He does it all. If you really see him, he has his little college. What is it that you have? You did a little dance video.
Woo! Hey now. Oh yeah.
I seen that. I was just like, okay.
I'm a noob. You're the noobs. You feel me? But yeah. Fire.
So when this whole pandemic ends, hopefully soon, you have plans?
So, always. Always.
That's right.
Like, basically, so I was supposed to, I had built a brand in San Diego. It allowed me to perform in a few different places, so I kind of got my feet wet there. The school even contracted me to perform twice, so it was like I made a little money off of it at the time.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of like cool too to be like, okay, not only are we doing this, and you know, you build in the brands, everybody sees it, the socials, but it was like, okay, you're making a little bit of change on this on the back end type. It's a movement. It's something to be recognized by the school. To do that was like, that was dope. And then it's going to be a crazy story later, like, man, all of this was built and bro came from Bakersfield. So to show other people that they could do it too.
Right.
Because I watched somebody in Bakersfield who was doing YouTube, and I always used to think, how is this dude has all this fan base, but he lived in Bakersfield? Like, why are people paying attention to him? But it wasn't where he was from, it's who he was. All those other things tied into that, but it was who he was as a person that made people tap in. And he was from Bakersfield. That's what made me feel like I could do it even more. So I started doing the YouTube. I remember the early days of the YouTube and Vine, people used to hate the stuff that I said to them, like, don't stop sending me, stop promoting this stuff. But then when that Vine stuff started ticking up, people changed. Oh yeah, your Vine's cool.
Right.
You know, that's dope, man. And next, you know, I'm starting a YouTube channel now. Do you have any tips? You know, it's crazy how things changed. But then in it, like, I never changed. Like, what is clout too? Clout can literally just be that, just clout. Can you turn clout into something else? Can you turn clout into a business? Can you turn clout into money? Some people just want clout just to have it, you feel me? But it can be here and gone. Right. Here and gone. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to drop keys on you like this, but I'm dropping keys on you. You know, it's really not even about that. But you know, if you have built that and realize that you have built that, you want to turn it into something positive, no matter what you're doing. Right. So, I've been over here just enjoying it. I'll be forgetting the rest of the sauce now, but it's just really sauced up. Oh man. Oh man. I need to focus on what I'm talking about. I'm just looking at this food. But like, yeah, you got to convert it. You got to convert it, because there are a lot of kids out there who just like, they want to get up there. They want to, you know, people use these general words. I just want to be lit. I just want to blow up. Right. What do these things mean? Like, you got to set actual goals. You know, like, what does blowing up look like to you? And then
how are you gonna get there?
Precisely. But I had a whole plan for this year. We moved to LA. We moved to LA the end of last year, and we're like, all right, 2020, we finna, you know, clear vision. We finna be on it. You already know the deal. Right. Take the energy that I built in San Diego, and we're gonna just kind of kind of flip and scoop it into LA, because a lot of the people I went to college with were LA cats. A lot of people who didn't want to stay in LA for college came down to San Diego.
Oh, okay.
I know I said this like 5 times. Fire.
It's good.
Yeah, for real. So I was trying to flip and scoop it. I had opportunities to perform in a few places in San Diego. You know, pass the school. You know, start off with small stuff. Right. But the bigger scale things, I got to like a hookah lounge. I had my first album release party in a hookah lounge. That was like a moment for me. And then after that, a few different performances here and there in the midst of club parties. But like, I had set up my own show in San Diego, solo, for me. Boom, like that was gonna be it. God, this is God. You know, use that as well as I had a performance lined up in Mexico. Shout out to Celebrity ENT, my homies. They have a whole promotional company down in San Diego, so were throwing an event in Mexico.
Okay.
And we talked a little bit about stuff on the back end, but Kaylin was supposed to pull up to perform. So I was gonna open up for Kaylin for real. That was gonna be cool. Shout out to Kaylin. And then One Take Jay, I ain't met bro yet, but my Neos had booked him for this big event that we throw down every year through our fraternity called Nucella. They had booked him to show up, so I was like, all right, that's gonna be another performance opening opportunity for me. So I was gonna use my own solo show plus those opening up for those 2 LA artists to catapult myself right into LA and be able to kind of do my own stuff out there, throw events, do performances, start making a scene, for me, make some noise out there. And then, everything had shut down and kind of taken my whole plan into the summer that I was going to use to ride into the summer. But, we still have blessings regardless. So when the outside opens up, the outside opens up. And I was a little bummed about stuff for a while, but I'm like, all right, bro, you're a mastermind with this stuff. Like, how are we going to figure it out? If all the other plans aren't going to work, what are we going to do?
Let's make a bigger plan.
Exactly. So it was just like, all right, I need to update some of my media equipment on another level, not even just for my artistry, but like going out to LA and trying to do media work. I was getting into all these rooms with people, but the only thing that was holding me back was my camera equipment. My knowledge and know-how was there, but learning in the media space and how these contracts work, it's not like another job where they come and they give you the uniform and all of that. They want you to have everything ready to go. They want you to have the camera, the equipment, all of that. They're not going to supply that to you. So that was kind of like slowing me down. And that's also on a artist tip. It was like I needed to upgrade the level of my videos too. Like people needed to see
quality,
crisper quality. Like the edits were crazy. But it was just like the next level of camera needed to be there too. For how good you are, it doesn't make sense at this point.
Right. I'm still learning.
Hey, it's a process. All of this stuff I learned YouTube University.
Right.
You feel me? Before college, like college was just like me learning the technical terms for some things that I already knew, both in business and in media. Everything else was literally just watching movies, TV, studying it, picking up the camera, playing around with it. Like, all of that. I did all of that.
I'm still learning. Shoot.
So it's a process.
Basics. Yeah.
It's a process. You for me enjoy it. But despite all of the challenges, like this year still ended up to have mad blessings. Like, you get to do that, but we got the camera equipment. And instead of being for that song, it was for another song I called Free Black, which was like Free Black was a song that kind of just manifested. I was out in the streets, was in San Diego when people kind of first started protesting and went out there on a whim. And actually, that was probably the worst experience out of all the experiences going out to the streets that we had, because
you went too?
I went, yeah. That very first one, we pulled up, and it sounded like we were entering a war zone. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like, you're hearing boom, people are running, and I'm like, yo, like, what did we just walk into? We just came out here on a whim. We were not prepared, but we just made the signs like really quick and everything. I'd come out to shoot a video, take some grab pictures for some people, and then it happened. Some friends said they were going out, so I said, all right, let's go. And then next thing you know, like, the energy there was like amazing, but then we ended up getting shot at. And we're shooting rubber bullets at us and everything. Like, I'm watching this happen. People were just walking in peace. They were playing music. Like, there was a whole like mob with saxophone. Like, it was cool. Like, the vibe, the energy was incredible. And then all of a sudden, we're getting shot at. I'm hearing a mother yell and everything, running to the side, trying to protect her. Like, it was crazy. Like, I could not believe it. Tear gas, all of that. And this is just day one. This is just day one. So it's like, I put a fire in me, like, on another level. Like, this is happening in San Diego, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, I went, how long did I spend? 5 years out here, you feel me? And this is like, I knew San Diego was white on the level, but like this is crazy. It was crazy to see that. So I came back to LA, and I went out to the streets a few other times, and that just manifested that song. We built that beat from scratch. I don't know how to do the producing myself, but like playing music and my mom being in the choir, like, I had that ear for music, playing the drums and all that stuff. So we like crafted that, and that's part of my music too. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's on another level, like I'm really there deeply with it, with the ear and everything. So like, it's really rooted into just my culture and all that, being African and whatnot. But that song manifested itself, and that camera equipment that I was saying that I needed to update, that's the video that it came for. So it was like perfect.
Perfect quality, like, everything.
It was perfect. Not only that we got it, but like that it was for this project.
Right.
It needed to be for this. It made sense.
Right.
So put that out, and then in the midst of that, like I said, other blessings still came. It's crazy seeing it, just how it's developed. You know, I knew I was
Right.
going to get somewhere, but watching the journey of it happening, you know.
The progress.
Precisely.
Right. Wait, stay tuned.
Yes,
Stay
indeed.
tuned.
Please
follow
do.
him on YouTube, Instagram.
Yes.
Where else?
Shoot, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, Justgoz, JUSTGOZ _ YouTube, Visionary Media, Instagram page, business page, Visionary Media.
There
2
you go.
underscores.
Yes, do not sleep on him. A huge blessing for him to
Yes.
actually come here with his busy time.
No, that's you. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining me, trying my sauce.
Oh.
You know,
Beautiful.
praying for your big success in life.
We coming.
Yes, of
We
course.
coming for sure with the sauce and all of that.
Yes, and we out.
2020, but it's still Jim down to the crow. Not everybody thinks we matter, just so you know. The worst is when it be your people who telling you so. The white man planted seeds of hate of our own on the low. They want us turned against ourselves so that they can just grow. We bout to tear shit down, rebuild, and then start up our own. And I mean that for sure. That's two virtues, you know. And I need you to know that you matter for sure. We all black as can be. We all black and you know. Love my black, I'm a G. You love, you let me know.